Karnataka government has passed the Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike Bill 2020. The bill provides for a new governance structure, increase in municipal areas, power to levy fines, and much more. Hello, I'm Priyanka Rachaya. Welcome to today's episode of Property Matters.
Karnataka is all set to implement local area governance for Bengaluru, and this is a huge step for the city's administrative body. With this bill, the BBMP comes out of the governance structure under the Karnataka Corporation Act, that is KCA 1976.
Here are the new changes that the bill will bring about.
The bill proposes to increase the mayor and deputy mayor's terms from 1 to 2.5 years. It prohibits simultaneous membership. That is, if a BBMP member gets elected to state legislature or parliament, he or she will have 6 months to opt between the two. Constituency level consultative committees will be formed. These committees will be chaired by the local MLA and have resident welfare associations as its members. This committee will review the functioning of zonal committees, monitor implementation of works, and work on developing wards that are considered backward. A grievance redressal authority will be formed to handle municipal service related issues, and the government will nominate experts in the field of health, town planning, and education to the Palike. These members will not exceed 10% of the strength of councillors, and the nominated members will not have the right to vote in the meetings of the corporation. Number of zones in the city will be increased from 8 to a maximum of 15. Each of these zones will have a zonal committee with a zonal commissioner. Wards will be increased from the current 198 to 243. Local bodies situated on the fringe of 816 square kilometer boundary will be included under BBMP limits. Areas up to 1 kilometer radius beyond the existing BBMP limits will come under BBMP purview. This is aimed at increasing the civic body's revenue, as IT pockets outside the existing BBMP limits will come under it. Gram Panchayats and Taluk Panchayats will be a part of the new larger BBMP. Villages just 100 to 400 meters away from the 1 kilometer radius will be brought under the BBMP by way of separate notification. With this bill becoming a reality, BBMP will henceforth have the power to fix fees on advertisements. No hoardings will be allowed to be displayed without the written permission of the commissioner, and the fees that will be collected for this will not exceed a period of more than 1 year. This move gained significance as BBMP wasn't allowed to collect taxes after the implementation of GST. A provision has also been made for the BBMP to collect entertainment tax.
One of the other proposals that the bill makes is that rainwater harvesting will be made compulsory for sites measuring above 60/40. And what do the RWAs and city welfare organizations have to say about the bill?
So they introduced what's called the zonal councils in the BBMP bill. That's adding another layer of governance to Bengaluru. Now there will be a zonal community council for Mahadevapura, zonal council for RR Nagar, Rajareshwar Nagar, one for Kengeri perhaps. There are 15 zones that are coming in. So this means the issues of the zone can be discussed within the zonal council with the councillor as the head of the zonal committee. The biggest miss for me is the lack of any intent to bring in the parastatals like BWSSB, BESCOM, all the agencies that work in Bengaluru. They also do civic governance. They provide water, electricity, bus service, but they have nothing to do with BBMP. They had nothing to do with in the old KMC Act. They have nothing to do in the new BBMP Act. They created what's called the constituency committees. Suddenly MLAs are playing a bigger role in the BBMP. Though it's very silent on the powers of ward committee or how people are going to be recruited in the ward committee. One of the biggest disappointments in this bill is the manner in which it has been brought about. For such an important legislation, there has been hardly any public consultation or expert consultation.
While it's a good thing that the tenure of the mayor has increased, complete empowerment of the mayor in terms of functions, in terms of full authority is extremely important. The new bill doesn't significantly change anything for ward committees, and we hope that in the rules when they are written, that there is an increased empowerment of how ward committees can really function on the ground. I think that is very important for this truly to come alive and for citizens to really engage in the whole local governance process.
The aim of the bill is to take governance to local areas. During COVID, Bengaluru's city-level coordination of services has become a model. Enhancing the role of the mayor and councillors is a step in the right direction. Will this make Bengaluru the best gowned city in the country? Share your views in the comments section. Also, do not forget to subscribe to MBTV and follow me on Twitter for more such information. This is Priyanka Rachaya signing off with camera person Pragat.
Please subscribe to Magic Bricks on YouTube and press the bell icon to get new videos.